40. You said what? You would just, I know you still finna pull some little cheese jump, man. You ain't shit. Hey, y'all, I'm playing against a cheeser, y'all. Real deal cheeser.
They go play action with Hurts. He's across midfield down to 40 before it's all said and done. And even 20 yards and a first down in the game's very first play.
You do. You know, all the cheese methods, all the cheese defense, all that, man. Ooh, I ain't try to pass him for real. I ain't gonna lie. I did not try to pass to that buster. Supposed to be.
Occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. That's good.
Yeah, he got some cheese for it. I think.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Right, I did see that boy, though. You didn't see that boy, though. I ain't gonna count there. That boy right there was like, That's all right.
From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish the possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback.
Whoa!
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
I see it. I just keep saying it.
Throwing his Hurts.
Like, bro, why the nigga block him a player though, gang? This Madden? Oh my god.
Nice tight coverage.
Madden 26.
To bring up fourth down here.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That one complete out to Dotson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
You ain't gotta do all that. I ain't that good. You ain't gotta do all that.
Nice pass there. Set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So he's touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
That's just a solid methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're
so Houston ain't that good.
Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 69 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over first
I gotta see in this how it goes.
at their own 30-yard line.
They're going to set the defense up right here.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that Chargers defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Hurts. Now a run here, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
A loss of 11 yards. And it's
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back in the 38.
I tried to think that play, actually.
Yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 30.
I ain't gonna lie, I looked at that and knew that was butter.
The Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
That was, hey, that was a little butter. Just a little bit to get him the
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about
they really want to get to you though, like what's going on?
Good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time.
You learned, bro.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And Stroud now to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward.
And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I ain't gonna lie, I had switched it and caught that in the elbow. I had to. I said, boy, I didn't know where they could get to.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started.
What's going on? That's it.
Things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
But not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, teammates called me the other day when he was
I see that. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was a pick, boy. Oh my God!
trying to account for their passing game. That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered,
That nigga be stopping that jet too pad, man.
picks up the first down.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
We'll pick out through.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Ooh.
This one complete down the field.
I know you seen that. I know you seen that. Cause that was the only nigga open back there.
A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. The Texans take over 1st and 10. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I'm trying to pick that, boy.
Off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They've worked him in the throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Bruh, hit his
So here we go. The defense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Stroud and company going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Yeah, he's a wild bird now, bro.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big one.
I don't know why I'm trying to get going on that bitch.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Seen that nigga blitz me.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith.
Why I gotta be so many niggas back there, bruh? 3 niggas for 1 person doing that. I ain't doing that no more.
Offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
Wait. Oh my God. I should never try to turn around and kick that. Why did I try to do that?
Now the Texans will burn the first of
Got
their
mossed for the
timeouts
first time, bro.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Stroud will look to throw once more.
I seen that man too, but I'm gonna let him get that shit. I seen that
And
man.
he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Fairbairn's good with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9.
23, Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A 5-yard gain.
They go play action with Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw again.
What I was about to say, bro.
Here's second and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Girl. They horn. I'm gonna go for the field goal. They horn.
Somehow he couldn't rein it in.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh my God, game.
And that'll keep this a 9-point game.
One of the few
The thing want to move and jump. Like, bro, come on,
there
man.
for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Final play of the half. Stroud.
I knew exactly where we were going, too.
Time for a break.
I was going right there.
2 quarters down.
He was going to be wide open, but I knew he was going to throw it because I knew.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on.
But that running back, the only look, boy.
You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
That running back, the only look. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense.
Throw it. That's what they're telling you. Throw it. That's what they're telling you to do. Throw the ball. Start running.
Yeah. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throw that rock.
Open man is Collins. He's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And It'll be third down.
Throw that
One thing
motherfucker.
you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a
Yeah.
lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We'll let this go deep for Collins.
So you know how to log the ball and don't run. Nigga know how to do it.
Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins.
I lob the ball out.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score. On for the PAT.
Ain't you playing with placement and arcs?
And the
Yeah.
lead's down to 2.
So you just got to tap squad.
23. Texans 21. Naomi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Shoot at me, but I
Eagles
don't part
offense
that.
set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
Thank you,
Part bag get all me, but that's all that.
I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that
I'm
went
trying to
against your
clock.
team. So what you want to do now is
Should
have
look
your
at.
own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Hurts
We good.
first.
That's good. For an Eagles first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
All I
Now
want-
he's going to do it himself. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a
Well,
runner.
I've seen too much space ahead to go and get it.
My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing down.
But it won't happen no more.
Good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts.
I'm trying to get him part of it. Too much space. Too much space, bro. Too much space. I was trying to get gone. That's a bat.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
I'll take that.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I'll take
That
that.
was
Bro.
yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have
See
a
how
much
they're
better
looking right
chance
now.
of picking up.
You know something like this.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Yeah.
It's caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence.
They come
And that
check.
one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
I'll let you know it's coming.
Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run.
Even though you are
And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Hurts will throw.
Wow. Oh my God.
And he's not gonna make it
They
to
can't
the
say that with no touchdown. Oh my God.
conversions, but not here. As this time they come up empty. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's free up this one.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe measuring
Ain't blitz. I ain't blitz. That ain't no blitz. That's not a blitz.
but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stroud. Throw right side.
Drop that shit. He caught it.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Stroud now to throw.
Oh my
God,
I'm done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, 71 yards. And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead. As a former DB,
Pull out your YouTube plays and jump, man.
Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. How many speed limits out there? And he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Back to the game now. Back to the game now, buddy. That shit glitching, son. I'm trying to kick off the ball. I ain't hitting that.
Yeah, let me press nothing though.
I can't press no either. Wait till that's a YouTube play.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again.
What kind of play that was,
that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know he's going to. The tight end.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw.
It threw it straight to this nigga, bro.
And it's intercepted.
Threw it straight to this
And the
nigga, bro.
Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Why this game so gay? Nigga ain't click on or nothing. He just threw it straight to the nigga.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Yeah.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud looking to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Seen that nigga in the
Eagles get there
backfield
for the
too,
sack. Multiple defenders getting home there
Seen that
for
nigga
a
in the
loss of
backfield, boy.
11.
What's up, bro?
Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, that was me. That was me right there, though. That was my. Hey, but you know that was my user, though. You know that was my user. You know it was. I just bean top you, bro.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
I'm going.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
That's what I needed.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's what I needed, boy.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So give him 2 yards there on the
I
completion.
better stop, bro.
And that will bring up second
Lock in,
down.
lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in.
At the Texans' 12-yard line.
I need to do it right here. Do that. I'm sure I feel like that.
Back to throw here.
Spur. I got Spur. Thank you.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
We
A
do.
field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Barkley is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh my god, wow.
Incomplete.
Wow, only if you ain't blitz right there, but you would have been fucking fucked.
If he's able to get
I tell you.
that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to
For
him
me?
and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
I really ain't try to pass it to this nigga, bro. How did I even look over there?
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9. Stroud. They'll complete this one to Collins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
You gonna win the plus, yeah, boy.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun to give to
They're good.
maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but
That
this
running.
time they get him behind the line.
Oh, that running. What's you
His
doing?
way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jordan Davis, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Outrun him. Outrun him. Hurt. Outrun him. Hurt. Outrun him. Hurt. Spin move. We're going to get like that. I can't keep up with you, man. I ain't trying to just play around with these niggas for a little while. You know.
Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to
I did not try to lob it, bro. They so sensitive. You just lob the ball like that. What?
Well, they were in a great position to take.
Nigga, if I just didn't do that, oh my god, bro.
Touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end
God.
every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt.
Get the ball right back, bro.
That opportunity, but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. What a throw right there for the first.
That nigga ain't gonna never fumble the ball, bro.
This game, it's still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
18, what's up? Hey, uno. Buggy.
Stroud to throw it. Taking a shot for down here.
Yeah.
Look at the scene.
Give me that. Give me that. I needed that. Needed that one right there, boy.
And that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
Needed that one right there, boy.
It usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee.
Yeah. Don't blitz me now. Yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts.
Where the fuck did it come from, man?
And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They got naked, bro. This got naked.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
No, you can, bro. You right here, bro. Ain't slow.
Here's Stroud. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Stroud keeps it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here now, 2nd and goal. Stroud keeps it. And he's in for the touchdown. In the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 29.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
They got all these niggas back there, bro.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.